Welcome to Purpose in the Pain. I'm Magda, and today we're going to discuss the purpose in the pain while we are in the wilderness. The last time we spoke, we shared our journey of how we had 5 miscarriages, and we were devastated. Our whole journey throughout our marriage was tears, pain, and suffering. But there was purpose in that pain. Every time that we would cry out to God, He would not answer me. But He did give me one promise. And that's the promise that stayed with me throughout my journey until He ended up giving me a son last year. And I am beyond grateful. And I am here doing this podcast. And I'm the kind of person who's a very shy person. I usually don't share my private life with anybody. But if I can be a blessing to one person, it's all worth it. And I thank God for the opportunity that He's given me to be a vessel to help 1 or 1,000 person. In the wilderness, we all go through some type of wilderness. It doesn't matter who you are, how much money you have, but there'll come a time in your life where you will experience pain. Pain is a part of life. We don't choose what kind of pain we have. We don't choose how long we stay in the pain. But every one of us go through pain. God chooses our pain. And we don't know how long we stays in it. But sometimes the pain that He teaches us is trying to get us through the other side. But when we get through the other side, we're not the same people. We're different. We think differently. We process things differently. We trust Him differently. We have our own testimony. Things doesn't bother us as it used to be because we know we serve a mighty God that can do all things. When I was in the wilderness, there was times where I would just cling to God daily. It taught me how to pray. It taught me how to be vulnerable. It taught me how to be raw and just basically be real. I couldn't fake like I fake outside the world when people see me and I'm pretending everything is good and inside I was dying. I couldn't lie to God. I could only be as open and transparent because He sees me the way I am, inside and out. And I didn't have to pretend. He knew my heart was breaking. He knew my pain. He knew my suffering. And also He knew how long I was going to be in it. But throughout the journey, I became such a prayer warrior. It taught me how to get closer to Him. And by getting closer to Him, I was able to experience things that I never thought I would feel. I would experience peace. I was experiencing love, unconditional love. I was experiencing joy in the midst of all the stuff that I was going through. I didn't look like I was going through stuff. So when people was hearing that I had all this issues, all this suffering that I went through, they were shocked because God carried me through all of it. I literally saw Him through everything that I was going through. When I started this podcast last week, I was saying to myself, Lord, I don't know what I'm going to say. I'm afraid to do this. But I can only be here and tell my truth and tell my story. And together, we can figure out how we all can find our purpose inside your pain. I'm here to be a vessel, and I'm here to preach the gospel. I'm here to share my journey, and throughout my journey, it could help somebody or benefit somebody that might be going through something. You want to know how I got through this, how I got through the heartache, how I got through the pain, how I could got through the other side. I believed. I had faith. I never gave up faith, even when I couldn't see it, because I walked by faith and not by sight. Even when it seemed impossible, even when everybody counted me out, even my husband was like, just give up already, because it was too much. There was time the doctors was even asking my husband, let's stop. Let her adopt. This is doing too much to her body. This lady is dying. This lady almost died at least 4 or 5 times. My husband was terrified, but I was determined. I was so determined because God gave me this promise, and I said, God, you are not a man that you will lie. So I believed, I had faith, and I stand on the faith of a mustard seed. Even though everybody counted me out, even though nobody believed that it was going to happen. But God found a way to make it happen. And this is why I'm here today, being an inspiration to others, being an inspiration to whoever's listening, to let you know that there is hope. There is purpose in your pain. Ask God to give you your own testimony. Show you how you need to move about, because God will do it for you. You just have to believe and have faith and never, never, never give up. No matter what the diagnosis says, no matter what is happening in your life, if you focus on God and you truly believe, He will get you through, and you will be a testimony as well. I don't know what's going to come out of this podcast. I'm not looking for views. I'm not looking for publicity. I'm just looking to share my story to one person that will touch somebody's heart, and that will help you, help somebody to know that God is real, and He will help you if you surrender. If you give up and say, I've tried this myself. I've done everything that I could, God. Now I'm backed into a corner. Sometimes this is where you have to be. You have to be backed into a corner where you don't have anybody. You don't have nothing, just you and God. And He will show up. He wants us to be a child, just like a baby is yearning for their mom and dad. This is how God wants us to go to Him, where we have nothing else but Him, and He's going to show you how to move. He's going to show you things that you would never imagine. So I thank you for coming back again to listen to this podcast. And if you like it and something touched your heart, share it with somebody else. And always know that I'm here if you need somebody to ask a question or listen to or prayed for. And I'm going to talk to my Haitian family. M'di merci pour tout le monde qui te retourné back pour te vin gade podcast là. Moi bay bon Dieu gloire parce que c'est lui même seul qui mérite toute gloire. M'te promesse bon Dieu, si li bon mon petit, m'ta tout côté m'va passer, m'a dit mais ça le fait pour moi. M'bay bon Dieu gloire parce que bon Dieu mette dans situation pour me chercher lui, pour me reconnaître c'est lui même qui Dieu, c'est lui même qui te capacité avec. Après tout moment moi passé, après toute perte, après tout l'eau dans yeux, bon Dieu change bagay pour moi, li fait bon mon bébé. Docteur te dit comme ça pour me suspendre, pour me pas à faire des effets monde. Marie me te dit, ah Magda, nous pas nan bagay ça encore parce que wap touye tête. Mais bon Dieu te ban mon promesse. Li te dit comme ça là ban mon pi belle petite, tout moun après men lem te perdi premier ti moun nan. Et ça que te rete dans esprit, mais ça que te fait moi pas jamais désespéré. Même les tout moun a dit ti fi ça même fou. Pour ti fi ça des enceinte encore. Même les moun dit qu'on ça le pas ta privé. Mais bon Dieu lui-même, il te fait grâce, il te volé avec, il te fait une route côté pas une route pour te gab gen bébé kounya. So attendem kounya ou gon problème, ou senti que ou ap manger, ou senti la vie finie pour gon bon Dieu qui a fait grâce. Gon bon Dieu qui a volé avec. Mais c'est pour aller côté bon Dieu qu'on bébé. C'est pour aller avec qu'on bébé ou dit bon Dieu moi pas gen personne c'est ou me gagner. Qui ça ou vle me faire pour qui j'on vle me vivre la vie ça vle me faire parce que moi vle gen témoignage pas besoin prendre lou libre sur témoignage personne monde parce que bon Dieu grand li merveilleux la foi même l'autre gon ti la foi qui tout petit bon Dieu qui a changé la foi ça de pour quoi ou pas jamais abandonner même les bagailles yo paraît noir même les bagailles yo paraît li pas fait mais de pour gen la foi bon Dieu qui a changé bagaille yo. Merci parce que tu es retourné là encore. Je ne sais pas qui ça podcast ça à pied. Moi, je te dis comme ça, bon Dieu, c'est pour bon petit là, je fais tout ça capable pour me capable spread the gospel. Bah, dit tout le monde ou merveilleux. Et pas publicité m'a cherché. c'est pas gros énorme m'a chercher. Mais si m'te ka chercher un seul nom pour me dire mais ça bon Dieu fait pour moi, pas décourager, kembe la foi. Si son seul nom, parce que bon Dieu t'a quitté 99 là chercher un seul nom. Ça veut dire un seul nom mis en pile pour bon Dieu. Si son seul nom t'es capable chercher dans podcast ça, je crois bon Dieu lui-même là content avec. Moi dis nous merci. Si nous aimons page là, aborder. Si nous aimons page là, partager. Ma depuis nous besoin dire une question, depuis nous gon ken bagay nous te vle partager. Si ki ou ap déchiré ou besoin moun pour parler, connaît ou pas pour corps moi là, ou ka voyer un email ou ka voyer un texte. Moi là, m'a attendre ou parce que nous chaque là ta besoin moun sur route nous. C'est ça que fait me faire podcast là pour me faire qu'on non pas seul. Abonnez page là, partagez page là. Bon Dieu béni.